With heat waves, drought, and variable rainfall, crop losses have tripled in Africa between 2019 and 2023, and will continue to rise, jeopardizing farmers' means of production, according to the French Development Agency. A number of measures and strategies can be put in place to build agriculture that is resilient in the face of climate change.
We are very pleased with the decades-long sustainable partnership that the U.S. and Africa rise naturally through the African Development Bank's Technologies for Transforming African Agriculture program. Since it began in 2018, we have noticed that it had a huge impact. Rice yields have increased by 25% in all the countries where the project has been implemented. People's quality of life has also improved significantly, and production is over 1 million tons.
The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change advises that African countries should promote the use of seeds adapted to local climatic conditions, capable of withstanding drought, flood, and disease. Efficient irrigation and water management will make it possible to cope with periods of drought and extreme rainfall. This can include building water reservoirs, using more efficient irrigation techniques, and collecting rainwater.
The work that Africa Rice has been doing for a very long time to maximize crops and produce crops capable of withstanding climate change and other climatic hazards that may arise. The focus on food, as we have just heard, to ensure self-sufficiency to feed Africa and also the world is to be commended.
African countries are among the most vulnerable to the effects of climate change, suffering the disastrous consequences of climate crisis, including drought, flood, extreme temperatures, and rising sea levels. In 2022, more than 7.5 million internal displacement due to disasters were recorded on the African continent, according to World Bank data published in 2023.
Add, from our perspective, that
I just want to add that from our point of view, there are extraordinary innovations that are not just possible, but are happening and making a difference. And what really strikes me is that a few years ago, when we were facing a wave of crises that are seriously impacting food security around the world, climate change, COVID-19, conflict like the one between Ukraine and Russia, we have seen the damage, and obviously, in that kind of situation, you try to do everything you can to help. That's really the position of the United States.
That's exactly what the United States did.
According to an analysis by the African Climate Policy Center of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, a 3 degrees Celsius rise in temperature across Africa could lead to 8.2% drop in continental gross domestic product, and a 4% degree Celsius rise in temperature could lead to an even more dangerous 12.1% reduction in gross domestic product.